Friends, happy Monday, y'all. And I am Roy to Lebo. Welcome to Coffee with Friends. Yes. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Monday rolls around real quick, but I appreciate the fact that I'm here. We got another long weekend coming up. I'm not used to the Juneteenth holiday yet. Every year, last year, I forgot about the holiday until someone on my job reminded me. And then this year, the holiday crept up on me again. And I'm like, oh my God, these people at work probably like, isn't fucking Juneteenth for her? How come she can't remember when the fucking holiday is? I don't know. But it don't matter. I'm going to start y'all out with the positive vibes because it is what the fuck it is. It's going to be a good day, y'all.
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yeah. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day. So life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, yo. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. I'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself the foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, really gonna ride the sun. Some girl, how about what you wanna be? Step forward. Everybody just do your thing.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. I know I'm a little late. Sometimes that happens. My life be life and too, y'all. It ain't just y'all. My life too. All right. And so good morning. Happy Monday. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful and blessed weekend. Good morning, Juanita. Good morning. I know I had a good weekend. I can share with y'all what I did this weekend. I had a real full weekend. Friday, I went out, celebrated Maria's birthday. Actually, today is her birthday. So happy birthday, Maria, aka Glam Finds. Happy birthday. Yes, boo. All right. It's her birthday today, right? We gotta celebrate ourselves, celebrate our friends, our family members, the motherfuckers we talk to. I'm just saying, because there's some family members we just don't talk to, and that's all right. That's all right. All right. But Friday I went out and I celebrated Maria's birthday. I had a wonderful time. Saturday I went to Pride in Montclair. It wasn't a Pride parade. It was a Pride like festivity vendor. Some food trucks was out there. It was a great time, great company. Thank you for inviting me, Sai Abdullah. She's not on here right now, but I went live a couple of times over the weekend and posted some videos. So if y'all didn't know who Sai Abdullah was before, you got a glimpse of her now, right? She's in the videos in the green dress on Friday night. We're dancing together in the videos, and she was also with me in Montclair during the Pride festivities. All right. Sunday, that was yesterday, right? Sunday, I got up because my nail cracked from all the activities I was doing. And I didn't want to drag my nail lady all the way back to my house just to fix one nail. So I ran to the nail salon. I went to the nail salon, and nail salons got a bug up their ass when you don't get your nails done at their location, right? I went in there, I said, I just need one nail fixed, okay? That's it. They had me sitting because people make appointments and shit, and they were like, oh, she just getting one nail fixed, right? So I watched this one lady decline me as a customer because she didn't want to waste her time on one nail. All right, fine. Bitch, I was leaving a bigger tip than the bitch you just did a fill-in for, but okay, right? And so ultimately, I got my nail fixed, and that's fine. I was happy with who they sat me with. And so this will be the person that I'll use as a backup when my nail tech can't come and do my nails. So you always need an emergency backup. The one thing is finding good nail techs in hair, beauticians. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. That's one. These are the two things that is the hardest to find: nail tech and somebody to do your hair. I have two people that do my hair. I have the woman who trims it, conditions it, treats it, and then I have the woman who weaves it, puts the weave in, takes it out, and treats my scalp. Right. So I have two people that do my hair. No shame in my game. Y'all didn't think that this was mine. Some people think it is until they see that I have a black afro, right? Hey, Chicago, right? But good morning. Come on in. Let's see what I hope everyone had an enjoyable weekend. I know I did. Oh, so Sunday, did I finish Sunday? I cleaned, I scratched, I changed my linen, I washed my hair, got my nail fixed. Not much, but it was a good weekend. All right. It was a good balanced weekend. Good morning, Sarah, Auntie on TikTok. It was a good weekend. All right. So for all those that's on TikTok, if you want to have the podcast experience, you got to follow me in my link and come to YouTube, subscribe to my channel. We talk about a lot of good shit here. All right. We do. The one thing I want to start out with this morning, I want to start out with two things this morning, because normally I leave these topics to the end of the show, but I want to have them at the beginning of the show as people are coming in before I get into my positive thought read of the day. So there's two things one thing that I worked on this weekend, and the second thing I started to work on. So, all right. So for all those that's going to Cancun, right? Let me just get myself together, right? I got a lot of shit here. This is mine. All right. So for all those going to Cancun, right? I sat down this weekend and I had a meeting with the travel agent to get a list of all the folks that have paid a deposit and have committed to going on the trip. I mean, even though you paid the deposit, it doesn't necessarily mean you committed to going on the trip. But I have a list of names. We had about 3 people cancel on us. So, our list got a little short, but that's okay. I expect that, right? Coffee with Friends, platform is 3 years old. I'm not viral or anything like that. And so, I expect that my first international Coffee with Friends trip is going to be light, right? My New Orleans trip was light. Several people canceled on the New Orleans trip, lives, right? And so hopefully as I continue to plan these trips, the audience will continue to grow, right? These trips are never easy to plan. I try to use a travel agent to try to keep things organized, and so we'll do some learn lessons. I'm going to do some learn lessons at the end of this trip to see what can be done better for the next trip etc., etc. But Cancun is coming up August 10th through the 15th. We have been talking about this trip for months, 9 months at least. All right. I started advertising this trip at the beginning of the year. Actually, at the end of last year, right? I started talking about it, right? And we have until July 6th. That's in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, July 6th. So for those that still have balances, most of y'all are paid. Most of y'all are paid, if not paid, almost paid. There's only one person on here that's got a ways to go. So I'm going to share with y'all the people that I know that's going on the trip right now. And for all those, good morning, Mother. Good morning, Pat. For all those that's still interested in going, the link is in my bio. You'll click the link in my bio. It's going to take you to my link tree. You'll see Cancun Soiree. All right. Select that and book your room. All right. Book your room, book your flight. All right. So these are the people that I have going. I have Angel. I have Jerry. I have Aquanda. I have myself. I have Valerie. And I have a gentleman named Dalton. Okay. So I have a gentleman named Dalton that's going. I don't know who Dalton Hughes is. Is anyone on here familiar with Dalton Hughes? Good morning, Angel. So again, I have Angel, Jerry, this is Angel's Jerry. Angel, Jerry, Aquanda, myself, Valerie, and Dalton, right? These are the 6 people that I have going. Does anybody know who Dalton Hughes is? Anybody on here named Dalton? I mean, it doesn't matter. Anybody is welcome to come on the trip. I'm just not familiar with Dalton Hughes, right? And so, I don't know. All right. So these are the people that I have going. So far, I have 6 people, 5 rooms, right? We are still deemed a group, even though 3 people cancel, we are still deemed a group at the resort. And so there are some group benefits. You get $50, I think, back on your room because we are a group benefit. I have to figure out when that happens. So I do have that question out. That was the one question that I didn't get to ask yesterday, right? So you do get $50 back on your room. Okay, so that's 6 people so far we have going. That's 5 rooms. All right, I already booked my air ticket. This is my air ticket. If for all those that are going, okay, we're going to get into the show, but I need to talk about this, right? For all those that are going on the trip, right? Make sure when you book your flight that you are going back in to the agency, into the travel agent site, and you are putting your flight information in. This is important because this is how you're getting your transport to the airport, to the resort, and from the resort to the airport. All right. Once your airline information is in, once your trip is paid for, have a safe flight, Angel. Once your trip is paid for, the agent will be printing out full itineraries, not printing them out, but sending you a link to your itinerary. Not only is your flight information going to be a part of your itinerary, but also things that are happening at the resort, restaurants that are happening at the resort, and also my individual Coffee with Friends itinerary will be a part of that link. So at all times when you're walking around the resort, you're going to be getting updates on our link, on the travel link of the agenda, so that you'll know where to be, what time to be there, or whatever. So I'm going to brush up my agenda. I am going to send this agenda to the travel agent, and this will be electronically driven so that we all keep in touch at the resort and everybody will know where to go. All right. The plan in Cancun is Thursday we are arriving. Friday and Monday there'll be a Coffee with Friends. Good morning, Valerie. There'll be Coffee with Friends together, right? We'll meet up hopefully in the coffee bar that they have there in Cancun, and we'll do the show live from there, right? If for whatever reason we're being disruptive, the agent is going to find out if I can reserve a room to do the morning show. So we're going to do Coffee with Friends live Friday and Monday. All the other lives will be ad hoc. All right. And so I wanted to mention that to you guys. All right. So that is all the information for Cancun. Anybody have any questions that they want to ask about the Cancun trip that they're not sure about so far? Okay. Again, I can't emphasize this enough. Once you book your flight, if you are not booking through the agent, when you book your flight, make sure the agent has your flight details so that you can get your transport from the airport to the resort. This will be the first time that I'm flying internationally by myself on a plane. And so I know my nerves are going to be bad coming through immigration. But listen, I committed to this trip. I'm doing this trip. And I didn't, 3 people canceled. I'm still driven to do it, even still with the population of people we have, because I believe we're going to have a great fucking time, whether it's 5 people or 10 people. All right. And so I cannot wait to get together with you guys. All right. We're going to have a good time. All right. Be patient with me because I'm doing a lot of activities. I'll have some help for a couple of days, but then for the, rest of the days, I'll be doing a lot of stuff by myself. So please have patience with me. I'm going to do the best I can to manage this load. All right. Juanita, I wish you were going too. All right. One more thing I want to mention, 2 excursions in Cancun, right? That I was interested in planning. One, I scratched off the list, right? The catamaran, we can choose from, and we can choose this as a group, right? We could do this when we get to the resort. We could choose as a group. Day 1, we will talk about, during our arrival, we will talk about where everybody's room is, make sure everybody's transport is reserved to go back to the airport from the resort on the day we're leaving. That's all the things we're going to do on check-in. Also, we're going to decide which group event we want to do together. I'm picking between the catamaran, but it has to be all adults. I don't want to fuck with no kids, okay? Catamaran or ATV ride, right? We can select between the both of those. I think those are great group events, right? We do those as a group. The resort has other water sports, other activities that you can indulge in at your leisure. You can go on any other, excursion that you want. But from a group perspective, I would like all 6 of us, right, to get on the catamaran or go ATVing together. All right. And so we can decide that. The one thing that I scratched off the list is the flying dresses. I was going to put that out there as an option if people wanted to do the flying dresses, but I didn't want to put that kind of expense on people. I looked up the price and it's about three and change for the flying dress photo shoot. That's when you put the long dresses on and they do a whole photo shoot, whether you're on a swing or whatever the case may be. It's $315 to do a fly-in dress photo shoot. That comes with an hour photo shoot, makeup, the dress, etc., right? So I scratched that off my list because that's a bit expensive, but that's an option for y'all to do if you want to do that while you're there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it there or I'm going to wait to do it in Greece or someplace like that. It's expensive everywhere, all right? My girlfriend, the travel agent, is actually doing a flying dress in Bali, and she said it cost her 5 and change. So I'm just putting that out there. All right. And so again, guys, that is all the information. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Reginaldo from Brazil. That is all the information for Cancun. So again, we have Angel, Jerry, Aquanda, myself, Valerie, Dalton. I do not know who Dalton Hughes is. I mean, it got to be somebody that joins my show. Right? It got to be somebody that joins my show. Who is Dalton Hughes? I just really want to know who it is so that I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? The fuck. Right? And so that's it. And that's all. That's the update for the trip. All right. And thank you, Valerie, for pinging me to let me know that the airline tickets are really inexpensive right now. I don't know. Is Dalton Hill? Oh, it's not Hillbilly. Who's Dalton Hughes? Oh, Dalton Hughes is your club brother. So Ghost, is he still going? Was he only going because of the wedding? because he had an extensive conversation with Avia, and at first he said his wife might be going with him, and then he said he was going by himself. So if he's part of the wedding, he's probably not going anymore. Good morning, Gregory Hollins. All right, so Dalton Hughes might be because he was going because of the wedding. So I don't know. I don't know if he's still going, but if you know him, Ghost, we trying to figure out, you still going, you not? I mean, he got money down, right? And so Dalton Hughes, I knew I didn't know who that was. Okay, no wife, no more. Okay, because he said originally when he booked, he's the agent said that he was booking for him and his wife, but then he called her back and said that he was going to go by himself. Listen, come on, Dalton. Come on, Dalton. All right. And so these are the people that we have. So I have everyone's email address. All right. I will be sending out an email to all of these people on this list, reminding y'all that this is an all adult trip. Be respectful. If any pictures are circulating on social media that are inappropriate about other people that are on the trip that can put people's families and shit at risk, I mean, you are liable to be sued. All right. I'm going to put some verbiage in an email and send it to you guys. I am asking that you guys respond to that email with I agree. Okay. I will be sending out that email within the next week or so. Okay. Because I don't want no mess. All right. Somebody's titties come out. Just enjoy the shit and go home and act like it never fucking happened. Or you could talk about it, but don't be showing pictures and posting it all over social media because, you know, you can ruin people's lives. People go on vacation and have fun, bust loose, bust it open, whatever the fuck they want to do. Okay? Mind your business or just enjoy the moment. Okay. All right. So emails will be going out on that. Second order of business before I get into the positive thought of the day. West Virginia, I'm not getting anybody on the list that signed up for West Virginia, right? Now, I keep asking folks, if you go into West Virginia, please let me know so that we can get a count of people that's going. All right, because Hillbilly is hosting Coffee with Friends, my hand is up. I will go as long as we have an audience of people that's going. Hillbilly was nice enough to host us. If we cannot be hosted in July and people need a little bit more time, we can push this to August or maybe September, early September, before the cold weather comes in. It's all up to you guys, right? But we need to let Hillbilly know whether he's hosting us July 21st or he's not. This is West Virginia. Now, I mean, I understand it's West Virginia, and I understand that's the brown folks, you know, are a little bit hesitant because of the political climate and the way motherfuckers are acting, right? I get it. So if you're uncomfortable about the location, just let's say that. Let's say we're uncomfortable about the location and let's try to work something different, all right? But if you are interested in going July 21st, at the end of this week, if I'm not collecting any names or whatever the case may be, then Hillbilly, it looked like you're going to be off the hook from hosting us because I'm not getting people to sign up. Right. I know the flight is too much for Angel to get there to that area in West Virginia. I know there's a couple of people local that can ride with me if need be. We can, you know, I drive a SUV. I could fit 2 people comfortably in there. I'm not 3 because I need space. 2 people comfortably. Well, Juanita, I'm hoping they don't act childish and act that way on a trip, but I don't know how people act. And so I have to send the email letting people know that we're not going to be accepting, exposing people on this trip. All right. I know, Angel, I know the drive, the commute to get to West Virginia for you is hard. That's why I definitely understand that, right? And so that's why I'm just putting it out there to figure out who's going. Most likely it would be people that are local that can probably drive there. Okay, you have a 6 to 8 person cabin on the river on standby. So who is going? I'm going to be pinging. I pinged y'all on Discord. Nobody responded. I pinged everybody on Discord. So if you're interested in going, let me know. Okay? Let me know. All right. So that's the thing. This week, every day this week, I am asking for names. I am asking for names for West Virginia. All right. Ghost, I need space. I need breathing space. I need space. I don't like my car crowded. The fuck? 2 people, one in the back and one in the front. Because this way, a long ride like that, people can switch, lay out in the back. If 2 people are sitting in the back, it's going to be uncomfortable to stretch out. Nah. I'll take 2 people in my car to West Virginia. I'll take 2. I'm volunteering to drive with 2 people in my car. If anybody is interested in going. All right. That lives local near me. Wait, Deb. No, you don't do me. Don't do me, Deb. Do not do me. Yes, I'm tiny. I'm tiny, but not tiny. Like my hips take up a lot of space, yo. You know, it amazes me every time somebody be like, where's your ass? I'll be like, I never had an ass. The fuck? Like, if nobody got surgeries and shit, you know how many people would have no ass? The reason why I look like I have a little bit of an ass is because I have hips. Thank God my hips saved me, because if I ain't have no hips, I'd be like Angel or iPhone. I would. Okay. I know what you mean, Angel. The wildlife with the bugs is something, but I want to experience it. Did y'all hear the Cessna plane that went down in the Amazon with the mother that died and her kids survived? Did y'all hear that on the news this morning? I was like, these motherfuckers was out in the Amazon for 40 days. Good morning, Aquanda. 40 days and 40 fucking nights. The oldest child was 13 years old. Okay, and the oldest child took care of the siblings. The youngest child was 1 year old. All right, and they knew how to live off the land. They're from Colombia. They knew how to live off the land. Did y'all hear about that? I was like, yo, these motherfuckers lived off the land in the Amazon. Do y'all understand what the fuck is in the Amazon? Everything. Yep, they were eating cassava flour. Yeah, and you know what's amazing? Their grandmother was like, they know how to live off the land. They know what to eat and what not to eat off the land. And you know, I look around at our kids and I'll be like, our kids are spoiled fucking asses. If our kids get stranded in the Amazon, they'll be like, what? This is why I say, I want to learn how to survive, because when I got off the plane coming from Florida and the sky was orange, I was like, what in the fucking apocalypse? I don't know how to start a fire and I don't even know how to hunt. That shit scared me. So hearing a real live true story of some kids, and I bet you they're going to make a movie out of this shit. These kids going to have money. They're going to make a movie out of this shit. Imagine being stranded and the oldest kid is 13 and she held the motherfuckers down. I'm inspired. And so although I'm scared of the bugs and shit, and I'm gonna be slapping every motherfucker in West Virginia every time a bug try to get on me, I still would like the experience. Okay? I mean, I'm just saying. Okay? Angel said her body was like an iPhone. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I said that shit. Deb said one of my favorite shows to watch is Alone. I watch Alone. I watch Naked and Afraid. That's why I was impressed. I so want to learn how to live if ever stranded on some island somewhere. That would be such a huge accomplishment for me. Me too. That's why I'm fascinated with going to West Virginia. I am, because I do want to have that experience. Theo, you are in North Carolina. Are you not signing up to go to West Virginia? Theo, I'm volunteering to take 2 people in my car. Theo, are you volunteering to go to West Virginia? You laugh at those TV shows, Hillbilly? Wow. Listen, all right, y'all. I need to collect a list for West Virginia. Y'all don't work me more than I need to work. All right. I'm a one-man band, y'all. I need y'all to be easy. If y'all going, stand up and say, y'all are going. Let's make a weekend of this. This is how we do meet and greets. This is how we meet each other. This is how we have a fucking good ass time. All right. Aquanda, you missed the head count for Cancun. It's 6 of us going. Right? It's 6 of us going. We have Angel, Jerry, Aquanda, myself, Valerie, and Dalton Hughes. Dalton Hughes is from Ghost Motorcycle Club. So I don't know if he was going because of the wedding or what, but we're trying to figure out if he's going. He was very interactive and he was very sure about going. And he said he was coming by himself. And not only is he coming by himself, you know what room Dalton has? You know what room Dalton has? Dalton Hughes coming by himself. All right. Yeah, 3 people cancel, Aquanda. Dalton Hughes. So we got 5 rooms, right? We're still deemed a group. We still get group benefits at the resort. Don't worry, we're going to have a good time. Okay. Hopefully more people on board, right? Dalton Hughes has the elite suite. He going to be up there with me and Angel. Come on, Dalton. All right. I read up on the elite rooms and they are up at the top floor of the hotel. I cannot fucking wait. Good morning, Damaris. Good morning. Damaris, I really wish you guys were coming to Cancun. I'm gonna miss y'all. I know why you can't. Damaris and Donovan. But I really wish y'all were coming, right? We're going to have a really, really good time. All right. And so we have 6 people, 5 rooms. And again, I don't know if Dalton Hughes is going, but keep in mind, we're going to bring so much energy with our handful of people that other people in the resort are going to want to be a part of what we're doing. Oh my God, Angel. Wait, let me read the positive thought. And then I am DeCinta had a question that we're going to talk about today. Good morning, Rochelle. Good morning. So again, reminder, if you want to jump on board on a Cancun trip, you still got time, y'all. Get your room. You don't have to get the expensive room. You can get the regular room and pay. You're not going to be in your room a lot. The reason why I picked the Club Elite room is because I'm bratty. I'm bratty. And little people always want big shit for no reason. But when I had to pay for that room, I cried. Silent tears. The fuck? Aquanda, I know y'all almost paid. Make sure when y'all are coming in here, you're giving me the thumbs up. You're hitting the screen on TikTok and you give me the thumbs up on YouTube. Today is June 12th. Y'all know June is the month of forgiveness. Okay? Forgiveness for yourself first. Okay? And then forgiveness of others. I struggle with that part, but fuck it. We're all healing. I'm trying to heal. The fuck? Okay? Thank you, I am DeCinta, for that confirmation. Oh! Angel said I got the elite room because it's my first time out of the country. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it big. Listen. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. It is. All right? And I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. Wait, Aquanda said I might have to bunk with Mr. Hughes. You know what? Mr. Hughes got the elite room, Aquanda. You gonna leave your room and go hang out with Mr. Hughes? Mr. Hughes is ghost friend from his motorcycle club, he said. That's why I'm wondering, is he still going? Ghost, call Dalton and ask him to join this live. Tell Dalton to get on this live right now. I want to meet him. All right, so let me read the positive vibes and then we're going to get into our conversation. I'm going to throw up the guest link for those that might want to jump on. Today is June 12th. It says, I am now willing to forgive myself for being critical of my mother. I know some people that need to hear this morning, right? There's a lot of people walking around, right, that were raised in toxic environments and they hold animosity and resentment against their parents. And Some people navigate their lives thinking that they can continue to go on and live a happy life without speaking to their mothers or their fathers. And I was one of those people. And I spent years ignoring the fact, years, of the fact that I had this void, years ignoring the fact that I really do need my parents. I really do want them in my life. And I had to figure out what that looks like, right? And so for all those that are struggling to have a relationship, read this shit, all right? All right. I am now willing to forgive myself for being critical of my mother. Okay. Good morning, butterfly. Forgive your mother. Forgive her not for the things she has done or not done, for the things she has said or has not said. Forgive her because it is the only way to open your heart to self-forgiveness. Forgive her not because you don't have a right to be upset about the way she has handled some things in her life and in your life. Forgive her not because she was right in making you feel wrong, or because she was wrong when she failed to acknowledge that you were right. Forgive your mother because until you do, there will be a void in your heart. No, he's not married anymore, Angel. Ghost said he's not married. Dalton is no longer with his wife, so Aquanda could go lay with him if she wants to. Forgive your mother for the many, many times she was not the mother you wanted her to be. Forgive her for the times she did not do things the way you needed them done. Forgive your mother for not protecting you or speaking out in your behalf. Forgive her for not guiding you in the right direction and for the times she totally lost her direction, dragging you along with her. Forgive your mother for demanding things from you that she could not provide for you or for herself. Forgive your mother whether or not she did anything wrong or bad to you. Forgive her not because you are excusing whatever she did or however it affected you. Forgive your mother because holding judgments against her has a devastating impact on your soul. The judgments you hold will eventually break your heart. Forgive your mother because the truth is she did the best she could, whether you would like to believe it or not. Until today, you may have been harboring judgments or negative opinions about your mother and the way she did or did not mother you. Just for today, forgive yourself for judging your mother. Once you do, there will be nothing left to forgive her for. Today, I am devoted to offering myself total forgiveness for the judgments I have held about and against my mother. How many of you needed to hear this morning? How many of you hold anger, resentment against your mom? How many of you have a strained relationship with your mom? And how many of you have convinced yourself that you can navigate your life and not have your mom in it? Right? How many? You know, Ron Rico, all right, because I'm going to mute you because you won't be getting up in no guts. Like, why do people come on your live and be like, I can't wait to get up in your guts? Like, there's nothing sexy about that, y'all. So I mute your ass. You can still see my live because I think that you deserve to get the positive vibes and the message that comes out of my show. But digging out my guts is not something I want to look down and read when I'm reading positive thought and I'm talking about healing and shit, right? I don't want to hear you want to get up in my guts. That's what's wrong with social media. Like, if you saw me face to face, is that something you would say to me in my face? Hi, nice to meet you. I want to get up in your guts. Or is that keyboard gangster shit that you say behind your keyboard because you think it's cute? It's not. The fuck? No, Angel. At first, we did say Hughes was married, right? And then because that's what I was told from the agent that he was going with his wife at first, and then he said he was going by himself. But then Ghost jumped on and said he is no longer with his wife. So if that's the case, we ain't got shit to say if Aquanda end up in the elite room with Mr. Dalton Hughes. I mean, the fuck. So to the topic, how many of you needed to hear this? I know so many people, well, not so many, but I know a handful of people that have strained relationships with their mom, and they say to themselves and out loud to other people that they don't give a fuck, that they don't need their mom. But is that true? Is that really how they feel deep inside? I used to be that person. I used to be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't need her. But I was hurt for many years. I coped, right? I dealt with it. I felt the same way about my dad for various reasons, right? But I had gotten to the point where I I realized I do need them, right? Not need them to take care of me or whatever the case may be, but I just need them, right? My dad, rest in peace. Okay. And so I had to get to a point in my life where I had to forgive my mom because I felt like she navigated her life based on the tools that was given to her. And baby, I've seen my grandmother, her mama. As I got older, I was like, you know what? This shit run deep. This shit run deep. Okay. And even to this day, right, I still see the trauma that lives inside my mom. Sorry, mom, but I do see it, right? I see the trauma that still lives inside my mom. And one of the things that, and my mother probably doesn't see it and doesn't recognize it and probably doesn't marry the two together. And I'm not a therapist and I'm not a life coach, but the one thing that she had told all of us together on this show was when she was growing up, no one spoke to her. Right. And I see how that plays out in her adult life in the way she communicates. Right. Like my mom is like, and I'm not saying this to criticize my mom. I'm just saying this is how trauma works. And we have to recognize that. Right. The only way to do better is to recognize our trauma so that we know what we're working on. Right. And so, you know how when your kids oh, here you go, Ghost. When the kids, but we got to stay on topic. All right, y'all. The kids are when the kids are communicating, when they growing up, and you tell the kids, use your words, you remind kids to use your words, okay? Exactly, I am Jacinta. Use your words. My mom is one of those people that sometimes, I'm talking to her, and I'll be like, did you hear me? And she'll be like, I answered, and I'm like, no, you didn't. And she'll be like, I shook my head. That's not communication. But I see how her trauma plays out in her communication. And so I'm normally very impatient with bad communication. Like I need motherfuckers to respond to me. I'm an overthinker. I need people to if I'm talking to you, I need to know you hear me and I need you to respond to me. Right. And so when I'm talking to her, sometime on purpose, mother, and I'm admitting this, I will look the other way, right? On purpose, right? And then I'll be like, I didn't hear you say, and you'll be like, I shook my head, and I'll be like, you need to use your voice, right? And I only do that, Ma, because I want you to start speaking up. I want you to start using your voice. Your voice is important, and I see that the trauma of not being spoken to, how that plays out in your adult life, right? And I hope that healing is there for you so that, communication is not difficult. All right. And so these are the things that I pay attention in my life. These are the things that I'm asking you guys to pay attention to. Hey, Ghost.
Morning. morning.
Oh, you're not lit, not like that other fucking morning.
Man,
You were gone. Good morning. So Fancy K's birthday was this weekend. And you were out motorcycling, right? Right, Ghost?
yeah,
So tell us
man,
about both. How was the motorcycle event?
man. First of all, the event and whatnot was cool. It was fun. It was a lot going on. Now, as far as the trip there, I was pissed because I wanted to ride the entire time, but my radiator fucked up on me, so I had to put the bike on the trailer
Oh
and
no.
riding the truck the rest of the way there, and ride in the truck on the way back. I ain't like that shit. But when we got back into town, before we even went home, like we stopped at we stopped at I can't remember the fucking name of the shit for nothing. But we stopped at another event, pretty much. We stopped at another event to support this other club and whatnot. And a guy that I work with is actually in another club. He asked about this weekend too, and I told him what happened to my radiator. He was like, "Oh man, don't trip. I got a radiator at the house. I hit you up tomorrow. I get it to you." Bet. So my bike finna be fixed again, so I'm good. But
Okay.
man, the weekend was live though.
Okay. And how was Fancy's
Ooh,
party? She looks so fun. Hi, let me tell y'all something.
hey,
That slow walk,
hey,
I went to slap both of them.
hey,
Deb and
man, I got a man. Look, I got a real life supermodel laying next to me. Oh my god, man, that
mm.
dress
Mm.
is
You
oh
see her ass? I was like, come here, let me slap that shit.
man. I saw
Let
it.
me slap that
Well,
shit.
I saw that picture. I was like, man, nigga, if my bike was together, nigga, I'll leave y'all niggas here. I'm finna go home.
I know. I was like, oh my God, Ghost is not even around and she rocking it in that outfit.
Man, baby was looking good.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all look good this week. And that slow walk that Deb and Fancy did, I was like, oh, look at the
Man, that ass be sitting right in them.
You see that ass? I was like,
Man, you can't help but to see that thing.
I love it. I love it. I love it. She a little sexy thing. I love it. All right. I absolutely love it. So who is this Dalton Hughes Ghost?
That's my partner.
Is he really going?
I mean, last time we talked, I told him that we weren't going no more, that we weren't doing it, and he was like, I mean, shit, man, with everything that's going on right now, I'm gonna still go. But
Because he actually called the agent and he was like, I'm going. First it was him and his wife, and then he called her back and was like, no, I'm just going by myself. And then he took the elite room, the big room.
yeah, I don't say, well, he was it ain't me to speak on nobody else's business, but
No, I'm not asking you about his business. I just wanted to know
but
who he was. Like if he ever joined the
was
show.
oh yeah, no, he don't join the show or nothing like that.
Okay.
He
So
don't
he
join.
was going on the strength of the wedding, but then he decided that he might still go.
Yeah, he was, and I told him because he asked me who I was going, and I told him what the trip initially is just a podcast trip. All of us getting together. I said we just happened to throw that in there, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not the initial reason for the trip. He was
yeah.
like, oh, okay, so it's gonna be other people that's even from other places that's going too. I said,
Yeah.
yeah. He talking about, oh, okay, I really might go now. I'm really going now. But like I said, that was like a couple months ago.
Yeah. I think the last time Avia spoke to him was around March. So she said, I'm about to send out an email. I got his email address. I'm about to send out an email to everybody anyway, but she's going to reach out to him just to see if he's still going because, everybody is almost pretty much paid up and she's trying to collect,
Yeah.
air ticket information. He's not paid up, but we're trying to get everybody's air ticket information to make sure that the proper transports are in place from the airport to the resort. I'm really excited about this trip, y'all. I mean, there's just some things that we're going to be doing on this trip. Just to name a few, like on the day of their arrival, we're going to ensure we collect our hotel rooms, ensure everyone is registered for their ride back to the hotel, and we're going to discuss the excursion that we want to go on the first full day. We're going to do Coffee with Friends live. We're going to do a 3 o'clock game, a drinking game. All right. There'll be prizes. Hopefully we can do an excursion that maybe On the second full day. We're gonna play a game at 8 o'clock p.m. at night called Naughty or Nice. All right. And then on the third day, we're gonna have pool shenanigans, right? Props, activities, team participation is a game I want to play. Blow out the candle. All right. And the fourth night we'll have coffee with friends in the morning, and then some type of event or some shit, right? I probably will update the agenda a little bit because there was some other stuff that I really wanted to do. Um, but shit, I'm traveling by myself, and so I cannot be dragging 2 and 3 suitcases full of stuff. So I gotta be mindful of what I'm packing. I mean, I really only should pack bathing suits because what the fuck are we wearing? Bathing suits and some little shit, right? My suitcase don't need to be that full. I don't even need pajamas. Deb said, Fancy always making me do crazy stuff with her. I'm not coordinating enough for that. Coordinate. Oh, you mean the walk? It
Man,
looked good,
I always
Deb.
got her doing fucking runway walks in the
Yes,
parking lot.
Marcus, come join us.
Where she goes, she like taking pictures. She want to do her walk. She want to do it out. You gonna be in the parking lot for about 30 minutes to an hour before you even go in the restaurant to eat. I'm telling you,
We're twins.
it's
Listen.
like
Wait.
my food gonna get cold, fucking around sitting out here waiting on you, and we ain't even ordered it.
Oh well. You gonna wait because I do the same shit. I'll be like, wait, I need my slow walk. What? I need a picture here. What? Something. The fuck? Y'all know the deal. Okay? Y'all know the deal. You need to ride the back of the dragon. What is that? Angel said, I'm taking a carry-on and a backpack. See, I would do that, but I'm the one that got to carry all the shit.
They don't listen to nobody, right? You know it.
I got to take all the shit. I am not. And I tell Fancy that, but she ignores me. Of course she ignores you. Oh, I
Yeah.
love that though, Deb. I love that. I love that. So y'all, I went to the Pride festivities in Montclair. Y'all know I was happy to be in Montclair this weekend. Damaris, where were you? You know, it's so funny because Saya Abdullah is not on here this morning. And when we got in Montclair, she was like, oh my God, this is Montclair. I was like, it is. You know, that's the place that you never know. I might bust out and get arrested. Wait, Aquanda said, this is my first trip. I got a check bag and a carry-on for souvenirs. Damn, Aquanda. Back of the Dragon is a motorcycle trip that would please any rider. What is that? Okay, explain.
Like pretty much just being the backpack. I mean, like you being the backpack. Like the woman being the backseat rider, the passenger. Like we call backseat riders, we call backseat riders person around the back of your bike, we call them backpacks.
Okay. Okay. When you ride, do you let people hold you, Ghost, or they have to hold on to the gas?
I prefer you put your hands on the gas tank. Don't hold me.
Yeah, that's you know who joins the show, McCliver. Every now and again he joins the show. That's how he make me ride. He make me ride with him, put my hands on the gas tank. I hate that shit. He be like, don't hold me.
No, don't grab me.
He don't want me to hold him. Now my other friend Gary, he let me hold his ass because I be holding life
because it's like whenever you wrap your arms around me, that means you got a little more control of my body. So when we get in these turns, and then
that's what Clive said, yeah.
You get to grab me and shit, you can throw us off balance. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. No, look, put your hands on this gas tank. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, that's what he do. Because he said when I lean, you holding on to me. I'm trying to lean and take the corner. I'm like, the fuck, but you be leaning and taking the corners, and my knee be like 5 seconds off the ground. Like,
but that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Your knee not gonna hit the ground, so don't worry. Don't stick it out there. Just keep it close to the bike. You all right?
Okay. I mean, this was my riding days. You know, Gary, my friend, he does he still have his bike? I think he just has the race bike that he raced on the track. I think Clive still has both of his bikes. Damaris, I invited you. I invited both you and Donovan. Invite you to Montclair, not to Mexico. Right. I'm gonna invite you next time, Damaris. As a matter of fact, we just need to go to Montclair and hang out because they got a lot of nice restaurants and shit there. And I just want to hang out there. That's gonna be my new town. I can't take a, a carry-on. I don't know how to pack that efficient. I don't know how to pack that efficient. You know, they do, Damaris. They do. They do. So I really want to start hanging out there. It's right there around the corner, y'all. So listen, y'all. There was something else I wanted to talk about on here, and I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. Family involved with meeting significant other. No, not that. So, Sarah, did y'all see that there's a travel, there's an issue going on in Dominican Republic right now? Sexual people are being sexually assaulted in Dominican Republic. Do y'all get deterred from traveling to these other countries when y'all hear about the crimes in these other countries?
Are they getting sexually assaulted by men or by women?
Ghosts. Does it matter?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it's women, then what?
Huh?
If it's women, then what?
Why the fuck it ain't more people booking flights?
I'm fucking dead. Why are more people not booking flights? I don't know. I don't know, but I often wonder if people get deterred over. And I thought I was like maybe a lot of people. I thought a lot more people were going to cancel on the Cancun trip when they heard about the stuff that was happening in Mexico. So I'm really surprised that you guys hung on, and I appreciate that you did, because I travel all the time, and the United States has the same amount of crime. And don't nobody be telling people not to come here.
For real shit, yeah, they do have a U.S. embassy, so ain't nobody worry about going there. Uh, I mean, but also, it's it's a lot safer when you travel in groups. You know what I'm saying? In group, not just you and one other person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy for you to become a target with just two people. But when it's a group of y'all, it's a little harder to really do some shit too. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all got the buddy system shit going on around there while you out there or whatever, just to be cautious, you know.
Wait, why your average logical thinker? You're telling me something new. What is this about? Because of the people that be waking up in their rooms not waking up? You think I need CO2 plugins? Now, about the group travel right now, I've always traveled to Mexico. Donovan and Damaris and us, we used to go every year. I go with my girlfriend every year. And I never had a problem because I'm not a backpacker. I'm not one of those fucking travel people that go to these countries and be like, let's backpack and go looking around the local woods and shit. I don't do that. I also don't leave the resort and go looking for drugs, right? And so you have to be smart when you're traveling, right? Be smart when you're traveling. I always have a transport service to and from the resort, right, from a reputable company, right? And when you sign up with these transport companies, they log you, so the police department knows that you're with the transport company. They know what resort you're going to, and the resort knows that you're in the van. All right. When you get to the resort, you stay in the resort. You should book all your excursions and shit to the resort or whatever. Do not just be lily gagging around. A lot of people want to backpack in these countries and be like, oh, I'm going to go here and I'm going to just hop on the bus and go here and do this. Don't do that shit. That's all. Um, it was great. In Waterfalls, her part came out on the speakers. Wait a minute. What concert?
Said TLC and somebody else I ain't know they was still doing shows.
Oh, yeah, TLC is doing shows.
Shaggy.
Yeah.
TLC and Shaggy.
Yeah. Oh, you went to see TLC? All right, so we need CO2 plugins. That's good. Thank you, Average Logical Thinker. So everybody put CO2 plugins on your list. Order them shits from Amazon.
Can you
That,
take them on a plane with you?
what, the CO2 plugins?
Yeah.
I would think you put it in your check-in bag,
Okay.
right? It should be like a little plug-in, I guess, to check the carbon monoxide in your room. That's what I'm thinking. Well, that's true, Valerie. Now, that's a good point. Other countries do warn citizens about the gun violence here in the United States. They do that. They definitely do that.
Yo, I'll be right back. I'll be back in a minute.
Juanita said, hell yeah, I got deterred with all the shit going on. I pray and go, but I'm mindful of my surroundings. Of course, I'm always mindful of my surroundings. I am just to say I don't move on fear, but I do use wisdom when traveling out of the country. That fucking part. Hillbilly said the cartels have stricter rules than the Mexican government. If the cartels, that makes me feel safer. Yeah, the cartels don't really fuck with you, right? That's what, the cartels have rules. They're not fucking with just tourists, right? They're not doing that. Like, you gotta fuck with their business for them to fuck with you. They're not there to fuck with you. They're not trying to highlight the other shit that they got going on just to fuck with some tourists. Now, there's some, offside, probably little gang members or gang bangers that try to get you, but I never really worried about the cartel when I went to Mexico. I don't know. I just never did. And I agree with you, Hillbilly. Shit. They stricter than the Mexican government. Deb said because a while ago, they were having issues at those resorts with people being subjected to issues with carbon monoxide poisoning. Yes, I remember that. That's why I asked you that. That's a good suggestion. That's a good suggestion. Get CO2 plugins, all right, for the Mexican trip. That's a great idea. I'm going to have to tell my girlfriend the same thing. I am Jacinta said, I bring my pull-ins everywhere at y'all, especially for Airbnbs, but most resorts have carbon monoxide detectors. Oh, plugins, you meant. Okay. All right. Deb said the cartels really don't. I think people miss that part. They don't like a lot of attention. They don't. They just blame the cartels, but the cartels are not trying to get attention from tourists coming to visit them in their country. They on to some other shit. Believe you me. All right. So guys, I was late this morning, and I really had enough time to read the positive thought. And it was a deep positive thought for me. Forgiveness. Y'all already know my story when it comes to my parents and the forgiveness route that I've taken all these years, and I'm happy with my results, right? I'm still a work in progress in a lot of areas, and I'm working on that on myself. But forgiveness, June is the month of forgiveness, right? And we have to forgive ourselves and forgive other people in our lives, because a lot of people are navigating their life based on the tools that they were provided, and many people did not step into their healing journeys or their healing path because some people have normalized their toxic behaviors and expect the lives that they are living, and they don't see anything wrong with the way they communicate or not communicate. They don't see anything wrong with the things they say because these things have become normal for them, right? And so this is where we have to remind ourselves that we need to give people grace. We need to understand that life, and people are operating out of things that they have been taught, right? And a lot of people have to go into an unlearning and a relearning mode to unpack a lot of that toxic shit and learn how to be healthier, right? And in many cases, people, have to start with bridging the gaps with the loved ones in their lives, their mothers, their fathers, right? A lot of people are walking around angry at their parents, but it creates a void in your life. And not only does it create a void in your life, it festers and it catches like a forest fire. It catches because when you have your children, then your children are at risk of not having a relationship with their grandparent, right? And when they have their children, then they don't even know who their great grandmother was because the relationship wasn't there. It's like a wildfire, leaving these voids in our lives like that, unrepaired, letting them float in toxic atmospheres. It's like burning bush. It travels throughout our generations, right? And so we have to be brave enough, right, to step into a realm of understanding and recognizing when we need to do better, forgive more, forgive ourselves, forgive those that are close to us, I'm going to start with that. Because, I struggle with forgiving those that are not as close to me. I'm still a work in progress, right? But I've been through that journey with rekindling my relationship with my mom and rekindling my relationship with my dad. I've been through it. It's painful. It takes a lot of work. But for me, I don't regret doing it. It was the best decision I have ever made. Okay? In my life. One of the best decisions I have made in my life. And so for all those that are struggling with the relationship, having a relationship with your mom, sit with it. Sit with it. Ask yourself how your life is. How are you navigating your life? When you feel that empty space, what is that? Right? I have toxic ways, and I've said that on this show before. I wasn't the perfect mom. I thought I was. Just because I wasn't abusive doesn't mean I'm perfect. Right? My son had some issue with me. His issue was, a little bit of abandonment. I worked a lot because I thought providing a roof over my head and his head was priority, but it wasn't. Time was priority. Right? And so it's not always that your parents did some abusive shit to you, they physically hurt you. It could be some other shit. Right? Fill that void to the best of your ability. All right? Because that empty void shows up in your life somewhere. You better fucking believe it. And I'm telling you, it catches fire. Your kids will feel it. Their kids will feel it. I respect families that know their grandmothers and their great-grandmothers and the history of their family. Like, I'm still learning the history of my family. I was almost an adult when I found out that my great-grandmother was in a psychiatric ward, right? And my great-grandfather married her sister, I think. Mother, I don't know if I have it wrong, right? My great-grandmother winded up in a psychiatric hospital, right? And didn't my great-grandfather marry her sister? I found that out when I got older, right? Because there was so many voids in my family, so many people that didn't talk to each other. So we, some of us just didn't have that connection, right? And another thing that has played out in my life is I've always felt like I was like on the outside of both families, kind of, sort of, right? Even though my family loves me and embraces me, I still never felt as embedded in my families because I feel like your aunts and your uncles, right? They and some people might not feel that this is a popular opinion. This is my opinion though. I feel that people treat the kids based on how they feel about the mother, right? And being that my mom wasn't close embedded in the family, right? I didn't get treated, I don't think, as equal as the other cousins and shit like that on both sides, right? On both sides. And so I grew up with a lot of voids in my life. I grew up with, the mere fact that my mom didn't really have a relationship with her mom, so therefore I wasn't close with them. I'm going to be honest, I don't even like. And I'm saying this on my show, y'all. This is how fucking dead ass. Okay, mother, I was right? This is how dead ass serious I am. Hey, Fancy K, I want to slap all of that ass in that black dress, just so you know. I'm going to say this, and I know it's not going to be nice, but it's my truth, y'all. And I'm working on being a healthier person and a better person, but I also am living in my truth, period. Right? I don't even like half of my cousins, if not most of them. on my mama's side. I don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I love y'all because y'all are family and there's a love there. But I don't like half of y'all. It might be a little bit more than half. I know you do, Ghost. And so, and I don't know if I'll ever like them. Right? And that's my truth. That is my truth. That is on my mother's side. And my mother knows this, and I'm not private about it. And if any of my cousins from my mother's side called me and was like, Robin, yo, why are you saying shit like that? I'll be like, what? The fuck? I'm just being honest. Okay? Right? And I'm okay with that. Those are voids that I don't never have to fix. I'm okay with that. All right. Hillbilly said, I'm related to Billy Ray and Miley, but never met them. I'm invited to the family reunion, but never go. Hillbilly, listen, they've had, my mother's family have had 2 family reunions in Barbados. Ask me how many I've been to. For what? When I vacation with people that I like. I vacation with people. Now, there's some people that go to the reunion that I like. I don't dislike them all, but I'm not spending my money to travel with people, family or not, that I don't really fuck with on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my life. And those are voids that I'm okay with not fixing, but the void with my parents was a void that I felt like I needed to fix for myself. And not only for myself, for them too. Right? For them too. And so I just say, live in your truth every day. Work on your feelings and emotions. Work on those voids that you have in your life. And if you got some voids that you okay with being out there, then that's okay too. That's okay too. Everything is not for everybody. Okay? My family, I didn't choose them. I was born into it. Okay? And I just don't like some of them. I don't trust some of them. And that's it. When I was a kid, I had to tolerate. But I'm an adult and I could do what I want. Right? Cheryl Lee said, yes, Raw. Unfortunately, the kids are always the ones to get the shitty end of the stick and don't have any decisions to say so in it. Yes. And my son suffered that because of my decision to run, because his dad was a crackhead. And I ran so far from crack and from that life in general that I ran away from my baby daddy. I ran away from everybody that he was associated with. And I started a forest fire. I did. My forest fire is my son is not close to anybody on either side of the family. Not really. Because I ran so fucking far. And the voids that I created in my life marinated onto him. Right? And so he's not close with anybody. So in these days when I used to get really mad at him, and I talked about this several times, so y'all know I'm not lying. Several times I talked about this where I get mad at him for being so ghosty. But it's not that it's what he's accustomed to. And now that I realize that the forest fire is there, I'm trying to put it out. But it's late. I'm just saying the kids get the shitty end of the stick. We leave these voids open in our lives, right? And so let's try to be better and do better. You know,
That's right.
Ghost look like a pretty man.
To say what?
You look like a pretty man.
I don't. I don't know how to take that.
That's nice.
I
It's
mean,
like you,
but the word pretty. You know, I don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying. Thank you, Dad.
You see how she ran in the house real quick.
Yeah. I saw her though. Tell her, did she have gray shorts on and a red shirt?
She has some gray sweatpants on.
Gray
Yeah.
sweatpants. Okay. We saw her real quick. We saw her real quick. But I'm gonna move towards ending the show unless Ghost, you got something to share with us on here today. You got a story for us? You got something to tell us?
I'm just here like every day, you know.
I know I love it. And I love it. I appreciate y'all. I do. Um,
And
I'm
I
gonna
started
be
watching the show because of them, because of Fancy David.
I love it. I love it. You know, I mean, I've seen so much growth, not only for myself on this show, but for other people. The mere fact that you guys get on here and talk about shit that ain't really nobody's business is amazing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
accountability will do a lot for everybody, for anybody.
Yeah, and I love that because it's out on the internet and we all know the business.
Once it's out there,
It's out there.
it's down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's out there. You felt that purpose. So I hope I gave a good word today because the positive thought was the positive thought. And I love this book. My book is all raggedy the fuck up. It broke up and everything, but the words still the words. Okay. And so, with that, y'all, I might go into the office tomorrow. I don't know. My job, we didn't go the last 2 weeks because they were all too busy laying motherfuckers off, but I might go into the office tomorrow. It depends.
Facts.
I did. But still we out here on the internet. Mary, and we share a lot of shit. Sometimes I come off here and I'm like, actually, my brother called me this morning. I was shocked because y'all know I say I got 4 brothers, right? But for the most part, I only talk about my brother Tony, the one who grew up in jail, because that's the one that was raised by my mom. That's my mom's child. So my other 3 are my father's children. I love them the same. So the one that's right under me, Colerain, he called me this morning. I thought he butt dialed me. And so I called him back and I was like, yo, you don't never call me. Like, I be talking about my brother, but I always talk like I got 1 brother, even though I say I got 4. And he was like, no, sis, I just wanted to call you and let you know that I see you. I watch your show. I do this, I do that. It's amazing how people watch. And this goes to show you, this is my brother. And y'all hear me talk about my family all the time on here. And so when he said to me, I watch your show and I love it. I appreciated that shit because I forget sometimes that it's not just the 17 eyeballs here and the 20 eyeballs on TikTok. It's the eyeballs after the fact
After the show, yeah.
watching the show, right? And I really love that, and I forget about that audience sometimes, and I appreciate that the fact that people get on and they still watch it after the fact.
Well, if you watch it now after the fact, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, like and subscribe. How my daughter would say, like and subscribe all the fucking time. She always screaming that shit.
Yes. All right. Like and subscribe. Right. And so for YouTube follow, I mean, I've got some additional followers on YouTube, on TikTok. So TikTok, listen, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube page, go to the link in my bio and subscribe to my YouTube page. You can see my storytelling videos and my live videos. Right. And again, guys, I'm going to get back to storytelling and start opening up some more stuff about my life. There was something new that I discovered about myself recently. Healing is amazing. And I discovered about myself, how y'all always ask me about my relationships and shit like that, and how come I'm so hesitant about deep diving in relationships. I'm discovering a little bit more as to why. Okay. And so it's a beautiful thing. One of the things that I'm learning about myself is that, and I'm putting it out there, is that, and I shared this already with Zen and Angel over the weekend, because I had some things on my mind and I need to unpack it. I'm an overthinker, y'all. Right? I mean, it's so bad that I will overthink myself out of a lot of situations, right? And what I realize I need in a relationship, what makes me hesitant in a relationship is if I'm not getting effective communication. I now know I need effective communication, right? I need to know where you are at not at physically, but not where you're going, but in our relationship, like where we are in the relationship. I don't like being in limbo. I don't like guessing shit like that. And so now that I know that, I know how to cater to those feelings and emotions, right? That means that I need to step outside of my shell and I need to communicate to the people in my life what it is I want from them. And so
I
that's
put
gonna be
mine.
my new shit, y'all. Give me the thumbs up. My mother said, we only got 6 people thumbs in here. We got 17 eyeballs. Give me the thumbs up. So I'm going to start exercising better communication on my part and letting people know what I need. That's another commitment I'm making to myself. Yeah. And so that's why I think I'm hesitant because, you know, my fear causes me to overthink and I got to get beyond that. Thank you, Fancy. Yes, you have. And we have too. Friend Maz, something family reunion. Yes. 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 And that's why I hope that our trips will get broader and broader. Now, as I end the show, I don't want to throw we haven't even gone on a Cancun trip yet. It's coming. But right after the Cancun trip, y'all, I'm going to advertise for our next one. I'm already starting. I'm thinking about what the next trip is going to be, right? And so I'm just putting this out there. I'm consistent in what I said it was going to be from the first time. Virgin Voyages 2024, right? All adult cruise. The cruise ship leaves from Miami. That's going to be the next trip, right? Why I picked the cruise ship? Because we're all in one place. Once you're on the boat, you're on the fucking boat. That's it and that's all, right? And so it's an all adult environment. The boat caters to single travelers. They have rooms for the single folks that are traveling so that it's not as too expensive for those that are not sharing a room with others. And so that is going to be the Coffee with Friends soiree of 2024. All right, so look out for that. I think I'm going to choose, if anybody wants to start looking at the ship, I think I'm going to choose the Dominican States. That's the one I've already been on. I'm choosing that because it goes to Puerto Plata. Very nice. And it's easy. Okay. And so again, if you're interested in taking these Coffee with Friends trip, make sure you're following the link in my bio. We got one in August coming up to Cancun. All right. August 10th through the 15th. That is our 2023 trip. 2024 will be Virgin Voyages. Okay. All adult cruise. Pat, I hope you going because I know you love cruises. Mother, you better stay here. Mother, you better be going on that cruise too. Okay. Listen, I don't know where I am these days. Yes, ready to go. I know, Deb. I know. I know. So that'll be 2024. So you guys, if y'all come up with any other suggestions, I know we didn't get to do the spring fling in New York. My schedule is just so crazy. And again, I'm a one-man band. And so it's hard on me. And the weather hasn't been great. It's been unpredictable in spring. Now that we're going into the summer, I just don't see the time because Mexico is next. All right. And so, but if you guys think of anything that you want to get together and do, I'm all open for ears. All right. Theo, I'm thinking about, I'd like to come and hop down to North Carolina and visit you. So let me know when you're going to be free and available. I don't know if I could drive. I think I'm a fly. I'm too lazy to be a driver. But let me know because I'm trying to make rounds to see my friends. All right. Well, other than that, y'all, happy fucking Monday. All right.
You did Texas, but you got to do Houston.
I got to do, well, oh, thank you for reminding me of that before I go. I definitely got to do Houston, but when I come to Houston, Ghost, don't play with me.
What you mean?
One of your friends going to ride me on their motorcycle?
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they won't have an issue with that.
Make sure it's a cute one. I like a tall man.
I don't know if a guy's cute or not.
Fancy to pick him out. Take him over there. Say, can you, my friend is
Wrong choice. Wrong one.
Well, whatever the case may be, make sure I'm in safe hands, whoever bike I'm on the back. How about that? Shit. Do
I'm
your
saying, I just let you know where we all at. You can pull up and take your pick.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So the motorcycle thing, and also, what's the second thing I want to do?
Oh, trail ride.
Okay. All right. So that's what I'm doing. But I want to tell you, guess who the fuck is coming to New York City, Battery Park City, on Saturday? The Black Cowboy of Sosa fucking Nation. Guess where RAW gonna be on Saturday?
At the Black Cowboy Association thing, looking ass. I'm gonna tell your boo.
I'll be at the Black Cowboy shit, boo. You out there, boo? I'm be at the Black Cowboy. I'm be at the Black Cowboy shit. Okay, hoping somebody offer me a horse ride.
Boo thing, whatever your name is, brother, you better tag along.
I'm going Saturday, Battery Park City. My girlfriend was like, Robin, do not forget the Black Cowboy. I said, bitch, what time? I'm getting there early. I want to see them lining up the horses. The fuck? So that's gonna be Saturday. So look out for them pictures. If I end up on a horse.
Yeah, but you gotta go out with King and Debbie though. And they know a lot of fun shit to do.
Oh no, I'm definitely hanging with them. They would have bombed in New Orleans.
I was like, yeah, because Kenya definitely ain't coming to no motorcycle event. She definitely ain't doing that.
Oh, I got Kenya.
No trail
You can't.
ride.
Oh, you're not letting her bring her ass over to a motorcycle event?
Well, first of all, it ain't about me letting her not. She don't fuck with that type of shit. So
Yeah, but y'all gonna let me go. You can't let me go by myself, Fancy.
I'm gonna be there.
Oh, I'll go with you, Ghost. You got me. Yeah, you got me. I trust you. Okay. I definitely trust you. Oh, Theo, thank you. All right, so let's plan for it because that's a quick trip. I love that. But when I come, I want to do shit. Like, can we like drive to a beach? You know, I'm always looking for a beach. I gotta hold on to this team, y'all.
We got them out there. I mean,
Galveston, though, right? We'd have to go to
Yeah.
Galveston. How far are you from Galveston?
I mean, not that far. It ain't far at all.
Okay. Yeah, I
And
got to.
Galveston, Surfside. Yeah,
Oh, Surfside.
yeah, we got some spots.
Okay. All right. So I got to plan a hop over to Houston. Oh my God. I'm excited about that. And y'all are hot all year, right? So if I hop over to Houston in November, that's good.
I mean, you be alright.
It's not real cold, it's hot, right?
I don't get caught like that. Yeah, see, like we only like 45 minutes from Galveston.
Right. But you can still go to the beach in November there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I like to travel in the winter when the kids are in school, you know? So that's good to know. So I'm gonna definitely do that. Oh, you said that's perfect, Deb, November? You going to the motorcycle event? Fancy asked if you going to the motorcycle event. Who?
She talking about Debbie.
Oh, Debbie.
Yeah,
Y'all?
she called Debbie P.
Oh, she called Debbie P. Okay. Oh, we
Yeah,
can go to
Crystal Beach,
Crystal
though.
Beach. Yes. I love it. I love it. All right. So y'all got to find me like a hotel or like I can look for an Airbnb in your neighborhood too. I love that. All right, so I got to plan that. I'm gonna plan a little trip to Houston because you know, motorcycles and horses. That's all and food.
Yeah, so it'll be a quick little weekend show too. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can take over your background.
Yeah, yes, fire,
You know what I'm saying?
fire, definitely fire. I love it. I would love to do a show with the MC.
Man, I was like, matter of fact, I'm saying we can do like a sit down around a fire, around like a little campfire or something like that, and chop it up on the show. You know,
I love that.
you know.
I love it. I'm excited. Let's make it happen. You guys tell. Okay, Damaris. Yeah, Damaris is going with me. Wait, Damaris, going with me to Houston? Can we stay at your mommy's house? My mother-in-law lives in Houston. My mother-in-law, Donovan's mom lives there. Damaris, you coming to Houston? Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. Can we stay at mom's house? She loves me. We're gonna stay at mom's house. We'll take care of her and hang out at the same time. I love it. Let's plan for Houston. Damaris, let's get together and talk. Okay, she said we can stay at mom's house. Okay, good. Now we got a place to stay. So now, Ghost, I'm putting this on your ass.
On me.
Your ass and Fancy ass. Tell us when.
Okay, let's do
Fancy and David, because they like planning shit. That's what the fuck they do.
I
That's what the
said,
fuck
I
they do.
said Ghost and Fancy and
See,
Deb.
you added my name. I'm just the idea person. They're the planner.
Deb, I need my fucking t-shirt.
The turkey leg hood, like, don't get it fucked up. Like, that shit is good, but the problem is the line be down the fucking street.
Oh, can we call
Like standing up outside the door down the fucking street type long, and like they good though. The
All
lines ain't
right, so we
super
just
slow, but that
we'll
shit
stand on
long.
the line. We're gonna do the whole experience. We'll stand on the damn line. But somebody said that the turkey wing is not good.
The turkey leg is good
They said it
when
was dry.
I'm gonna say it's good when the owners are getting along, and let me say that.
I'm gonna try it anyway.
But no, it's cool. It's cool though.
I'm
No,
gonna try it anyway.
it's
It
good.
doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'm gonna
Like,
try
I
it.
understand to say overrated. Like, it's not like the super hype that everybody and their mama making it out to be, but it is good. I'm saying, like, they are good.
Okay. All right. So we got a trip. So Fancy and Deb, give me some dates, right? That you're gonna be good, like around the winter time. All right. Starting from November and on. Give us some dates. Me and Damaris will coordinate our schedules, and then we'll head out there. This is perfect because we got a place to stay. We could Uber around because I don't like to drive and drink. Damaris.
Ubers, right? Yeah, okay.
You said what?
I said, we ain't doing no Ubers. We just drive.
Oh, well, I'm not renting a car, I'm saying. I'm just coming. And so Damaris, we going to the motorcycle club. We doing Coffee with Friends live from there, bonfires and the beach. I love it. Let's go. All right. We got a plan. We got a little trip. All right. So that's my trip to Houston. Me and Damaris, we're on it. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. And with that, y'all, I got to go. So 2 events are coming up in New York. Pride Month, Pride Parade, for anybody that's interested, is the last Saturday of this month. I normally go to the Pride. I went to Pride.
Conroe is cool.
Huh?
Now I'm saying I can't say we can do the show part on Lake Conroe. Oh yeah, we could do that. Like on the lake. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lake Conroe.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. But can we get the guys to line up with their motorcycles? Can they come?
I can put it out there in the chat and
Put it out there.
or somebody.
Just put it out there. Right. All right. So, Pride, June 24th. I'm going to try to make it, but I also have my grandmother's lunch. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this because I'm going to be in the Bronx and City Island. And then I have to get to the city for Pride. I have to figure out how I'm doing that. But if anybody's interested, Pride is June 24th, Saturday. All right. Cowboys Association, the Black Cowboy Association, Battery Park City. Come out and support your folks, y'all. Come out and support your folks before Battery Park City be like, we're not bringing the Cowboys back, and then I'm gonna be pissed off. Don't do me like that. All right. Come out and support your culture. All right. And with that, y'all, I'm gonna go. I'm out. I got to go to work, y'all.
Mañana.
We'll talk mañana. If I don't go into the office, I will see y'all tomorrow. If I go into the office, I will be back Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm not going into the office because I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday. And so I'm probably going to be able to do the show. I'm really nervous about this doctor's appointment I have on Wednesday because it's a bladder exam. I go through all of these exams because y'all know that I had the hysterectomy in 2018 and it got fucked up. And so because it got fucked up, I go for MRIs yearly with contrast, without contrast. My kidney is always monitored through blood work and urinalysis. And now my UroGYN wants to do a bladder exam, which they're going to go and probe inside of my bladder. And there's going to be some discomfort and they're going to sedate me. But so my son, because I'm scared to death, I don't want to hurt y'all. And so he took the day off, which was so sweet. And he's going to come with me to the doctor. So I'm happy about that. But I will be on Wednesday morning. And with that, y'all, yes, y'all, you better come get these Black Cowboys. All right. Hey, Georgie. Good morning. I'm going to send y'all off with the positive vibes because you know what I say. No matter how low you feel, you can still go. This is Coffee with Friends, and I'm Raw to V-Bone. Support me, y'all. Click the link in the bio. Tap the screen. Give me the thumbs up, all right, on YouTube. I don't understand how hard that is, y'all. It matters. YouTube watches that. And in the meantime, between time, what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go, go.
This is Coffee with Friends, and I am Raw to V-Bone. Happy Monday, y'all. Hey, hustle hard, get this message on your way out. Peace, gone for now. I'm out, y'all.
To the system, I don't wanna be a slave.
I've been doing shit my way, on the highway.
And in the driveway is a nice
Hey.
You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta put the switch and you can go and obtain
Anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient that you need.
They see
With the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. What?
even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer to no, man, I still go. And I go, y'all, peace, I'm out. Hey.
Go, 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 go.